Hello?
Hello,
What's up, buddy? What you guys doing?
Yeah, we just finished talking to our buddy Jonathan about the hockey. We had a problem there in the middle of the interview. The show just went down. They like kicked us all off the air, and then we had to scramble to get back on the air. So
low ratings will do that sometimes. They do that. You got to make sure the people listen. Hey, you know what? Listen to this. You know how you gonna believe this? This song been stuck in my head all day. I can't even believe I let this song be on the radio.
Okay.
A girl is singing a song talking about, she kissed a girl, she like it. She kiss on her breast. I said, what is this song?
I don't know if those are the actual lyrics. Yeah,
no,
I heard that song.
I heard it on the radio.
Uh-huh. Would you want to sing it? How about we'll get real quiet and you can just sing it again for us? Can you just sing it again, Leanne? One more time.
She kissed a girl, she liked it. She kissed on her breast. She kissed a girl, she liked it. She said that she passed the test. It felt so good, it felt so right. She did it all night. She kissed a girl, she liked it.
Oh, that is tremendous. Well done, sir.
Yeah,
great.
Can you believe it? That song just stuck in my head like a monkey's nuts. I'm like,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. That song stuck in your head like a what?
I don't know. It just does.
Like a monkey's nuts? Is that what I heard?
I think that's what he said, monkey's nuts.
I've never heard that phrase before, the Ed. That's a beauty.
I don't know. It just does.
Ed always comes up with the good stuff.
Yeah. I think that might be my new favorite song, or little saying from the Ed. Stuck in my head.
Well,
like a
you know
monkey.
what? Speaking of Ed sayings, about a month ago, you were on our show about a month ago, Ed. You said something like, "If you got two sticks and a gun, you can't make biscuits." Do you remember saying that? No. All right. Well, you said it, and then I was over on the internet and I saw somebody posted that as like their favorite quote. Like, you're becoming very famous, Ed.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, listen to this. The other night, I tried to call this other talk guy. He prejudiced. I don't like the kid.
Is it
Greg Ferguson?
Yeah, Greg Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, Fritz Simmons. Yeah, I tried to talk to him because I said I want to talk to somebody about the issues, you know, like child support and stuff like that, how these people were getting ripped off. And then he was like, "Oh, you must be black." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I don't like black people, so it don't matter."
Wow.
And then we got, you know, he didn't even listen. He just is like, "Too bad for you."
Greg Fitzsimmons.
Like I said, everybody, because we got satellite radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we listen to all them shows. Jamie Foxx got a channel. Foxhole.
Really? That's the name of it, the Foxhole.
Yeah. Huh. Jamie Foxx, he's not related to Red Fox. He just took the same last name.
Yeah.
He made up his name. That's not even his real name, I don't think. I think his real name, like Eric Bishop or something like that.
Yeah, he's not as funny as Red Fox either, you know? You know what I'm saying?
No, Red Fox is funny. He's not alive no more, though.
No.
I seen him and Slappy White one time.
Wow, Slappy White. Yeah.
Slappy White was a good guy. Yeah, you said you knew Grady, didn't you?
Yeah, Whitman Mayo. Grady Whitman Mayo. He used to be the official celebrity spokesperson of LCS hockey.
Yeah, I remember that. He was a good guy.
Yep,
you know?
He was a good guy. Now, the Ed, you also, aside from calling in the Greg Fitzsimmons, you called our buddy, the Dave Damashek. You called his show last week, and you were on there. And how'd you like that? You got to talk to your buddy, the Dave, again. Yeah,
we talked, and then he never called me again. You know, that guy's a fly-by-night type of guy. He always, well, I'm going to call you. We're going to go out to eat and hang out and go shoot pool and stuff, and then nothing. Nothing at all. He thinks he's like super famous or something. He's getting there. I mean, you know, he got a big following, you know. He'd be on a lot of shows, but I don't know.
Well, Ed, if you were in Pittsburgh, we'd go out with you, right, Larry? And we'd shoot pool and stuff, right?
Definitely. Why not?
Yeah, I will never go. When I was in Pittsburgh, I went to that Primanti's or whatever shit.
Yeah.
Awful. Just terrible.
Amen to that, Ed. I hate the Primanti's.
Oh,
Who
Permane.
puts coleslaw on a sandwich?
It's disgusting.
That's stupid. I never heard of
Jim
that
Ivino.
nonsense like that.
Jim Ivino, how do you feel about the Permane sandwiches and whatnot?
You know, I'd feel a lot better if I knew what kind of meat that was on the sandwich. Because they have a sandwich and it says there's meat. And
Yeah,
there's
spam.
yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just like brown meat.
Yeah, it's probably spam.
Yeah.
It's probably spam.
All right,
It's probably spam.
Yeah, it's probably spam.
Probably spam.
All right, yeah. Well, let's get into the football. Larry, now listen to the end of your little intro music, the Ed, and you'll hear yourself say, the 2 sticks and a gun, you can't make biscuits. Larry, do you have the Ed theme song?
Yes. You got to give me 1 second, though.
Theme song.
Yeah, you got a theme song, the Ed. Whenever we talk football with you, we play a little theme song.
I picked
here we
every
go.
game.
All right. Here we go, Ed.
Yeah, what you doing? This the hockey kids?
The Ed, football expert.
A football man got to run through 11 people. Some kids came by one time in a car and threw tacos at me. You got 2 sticks and a gun, you can't make biscuits.
There it is, the Ed. That's a beauty. All right.
Yeah.
Now, we might have to change it, though, because I don't know if we can call you football expert after last week. You went 5-9-1.
Ooh, you're kidding.
No, I am not. That is not good.
Well, Marcel,
5-9-1.
before we, I just want to let you know before we get too involved in the football, we have a number on the line which I do not recognize, or will not recognize, rather. How about that?
Okay, well, let's bring him on because he's a buddy of the Ed. I believe Brandon. Is that cousin Brandon? Is he there?
Hello?
Cousin Brandon?
Indeed, how are you?
Hey, it's Brandon Damashek, everybody. Cousin Brandon. It's been years.
Oh my God, it feels like years. Tell me about it.
Uh,
I have 3 children now.
3 children. Wow.
Yeah, Harrisburg is burned down in an apocalyptic fire.
Wow.
Everything's changing. Yeah.
Well, see that Jerry? He was just very busy. He couldn't call in. He's having kids and.
Well, who are you talking to?
Jerry, come on, Jerry. It's cousin Brandon. Bury the hatchet. Come on, you and cousin
I
Brandon.
don't know. He abandoned us.
That guy is like the best rapper of all time.
Yeah, that's right. Cousin Brandon. Jim Ivino's on the line with us, and also the Ed, your buddy the Ed. Now you know the Ed, and he just said you're the best rapper of all time.
The Ed's too kind. How are you, the Ed?
I'm all right. You got any more good rhymes that you can talk? You always talking rhymes and circles and stuff, and man, I don't even know how you make them words rhyme like that. I don't even know how you do it.
Well, here, how about a little something off the top of my head for you? I know a fella. His name's the Ed. He's better being alive than dead. I'd like to meet him. I've got a dad named Fred. How about that?
That was great.
Thanks.
That was great.
Wow. 8 Mile.
Yeah, Brandon, we were just talking football with the Ed. Because
Sure.
he's been giving us football picks, and last week he went 5-9-1.
Oof.
That's not so good,
What
Ed.
happened?
Listen, but you should only take the winners, though.
Well, okay. Well, then, hey, you went 5-0. How about that?
Well, see, and then you will make money. You got to weed out the bad picks, because not everybody can pick them good, because if you pick everything good, you won't have nothing wrong.
Now, in 2 weeks, as you've been giving us football picks for the first 2 weeks, you're 13-16-1, 3 games under 500. Now, Larry, you've been doing football picks, and what's your record, Larry?
I think I'm 21 of 36. Is that right?
I don't 21 and 15.
Why are you always bragging about
No. 21 of 31. That's what it is.
Okay, 21 and 31. Yeah, so 21 and 10. So Larry is 21 and 10, and the Ed, you're 13-16-1.
That guy's always bragging about something.
I think you guys should go head to head in your football picks.
There ain't no way he could beat me. I already knew it. What did my fantasy team? Did it win this term?
Your fantasy team lost again, the Ed.
You got to be kidding me.
Joseph Adai is killing you.
Yeah, kick that kid. I cut him. I don't even want it. Cut him. Did I have Ernest Graham playing?
Yeah, you had Ernest Graham playing. He did very well, very good for you.
Yeah.
But
Adai
and Maroney is just killing you.
Yeah, I don't want neither of them on my team. Just kick them off and give me 2 new kids.
2 new kids. Well, you got Darren. You got Darren Sproles, the backup for Tomlinson.
Yeah.
Tomlinson's out. That'll be good.
put him on there. Let him start. Put them other 2 kids on the bench. Put Darren Rolls on there.
Yeah, put Darren Rolls. And you know who else is doing bad for you? The Vernon Davis at tight end. He did nothing last week, nothing. And then you have Tony Scheffler on your bench, the Denver tight end.
Put him on. Put Tony Scheffler on there. Scheffler him in there and take Vernon Davis out. And who's my quarterbacks?
Peyton Manning.
And who else?
David Garrard.
You got to be kidding.
Oh, you got Peyton Manning. What do you need anyone else for?
I was going to sit him, but I don't want that kid. They
Well,
play Jacksonville plays Indianapolis this week in an AFC South clash. Sound like NFL films, didn't it?
Yeah. Do you want to give us a pick on that game? Larry, do you know the spread on the Indianapolis-Jacksonville game?
Yeah, give me 1 second there, Mike.
I believe I lost 9. Was that against the spread? I was 5-9-1?
5-9-1 against the spread.
Yeah, my right pocket don't got as much money in it as it did last week. I know that.
No, Brandon, how are you doing in the fantasy football? You're in a different league altogether, but how are you doing?
Yeah, I don't do a standard one. I do a more of a confidence pool where you just pick all 16 games and you rank them against the spread. So I'm not doing so well either. Although I think I'm better than 5-9-1 last week. I'm sorry, it's not very good.
Yeah. Well, how's your regular fantasy football season going though? Not just picking games, the actual fantasy football.
You mean I don't understand? I'm actually not doing fantasy football. I'm finishing on my fantasy baseball season.
You're not doing fantasy football? I thought you were in a fantasy football league.
I'm not.
Really?
Nope. I gave that up a couple years ago. I just do the baseball only, and that's it now.
But yeah, it's craziness. I lost my fantasy baseball league. First time in 5 years I didn't win the championship. Hey, someone's got a call.
Yeah, that's me.
Huh? Someone's
Larry.
telephone ringing.
Yeah, someone's calling Larry. Let's listen in.
Hello, Larry. Hey, do you remember that show called Hello, Larry?
Yeah, McLean.
Hello, Larry. Portland is a long way from L.A. Hello, Larry. Hello, Larry.
Brandon, you missed it. The Ed sang us "I Kissed a Girl" by Katy Perry.
Oh man, I was just about to say I could listen to the Ed sing all night.
Have you heard that song, Cousin Brandon?
I Kissed a Girl, sure.
That's
like
amazing that they would let. It's amazing they'll let that girl sing that song on the TV like that. They got a video and everything.
These are wild times we're living in. So.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just crazy.
Now, the Ed, do you even want to give any football picks this week, or should we just go on to the top 11 list?
I guarantee you, I will win more than I lose this week.
Well, so you were 8-7-1 or 8-7-0 the first week. So
I will get. How many games is there this week? 16.
There should be, right, Larry?
12-4 this week.
12-4.
Guaranteed, with a capital G.
Larry, do you have the odds? Can we run through these real quick?
Carolina plus 3.5 Minnesota.
I will take Minnesota.
All right.
Okay. Miami plus 12.5 versus New England at home.
Well, I'll take. It's in Miami.
No, it's in New England.
I'll take Miami getting 12.5.
All right.
Interesting.
Let's see. Cincinnati getting 13.5 in New York. Giants.
Well, I'll take the Bengals getting 13.5.
The Bengals are terrible.
Atlanta or Kansas City getting 5.5 in Atlanta.
I'll take Atlanta.
Let's see. What do we got? Oakland getting 9.5 in Buffalo.
I'll take Buffalo.
Tampa Bay getting 3 in Chicago.
Tampa Bay. Brian Greasy will throw for 350 yards.
Wow, I'm writing that down.
All right. Are you writing these down like that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Arizona getting 3 in Washington.
I'll take Washington.
Houston getting 5 in Tennessee.
Take Tennessee.
No, the Ed, what do you think about the whole Vince Young thing? Are you worried for Vince Young?
Well, I'm worried for the Titans. They should just take the contract and rip it up So if the kid, oh, I make $50 million trillion and I want to kill myself, you know what? Go ahead, here's a gun.
Whoa.
You got to be
love
the
from the
stupidest dummy. You got to be the stupidest dummy in the world. You know how many girls he can get, how much stuff he can buy. I mean, he can do whatever he wants to do, and he can do it twice. And he don't, and he crying. Oh, people booed me. You know what? I wish people would boo me and pay me that kind of money. You could boo me for $45.
Nice.
And he's crying.
Every man has his price.
Yeah. I mean, and then his mom called him. Oh. That'll be $45, please.
All right, Larry. He picked Tennessee, the last one there.
Okay, Detroit getting 4 in San Francisco.
Take San Francisco.
St. Louis getting 9.5 in Seattle.
Jesus Christ. I took St. Louis last week.
I know, you did.
30 points, and they didn't cover. I'll take St. Louis.
Wow. All right.
New Orleans getting 5.5 in Denver.
This is my upset special of the week. New Orleans will go to Denver and win the game straight up.
Nice.
Now, while we're on the Denver, the Ed, what are your thoughts on the ending to that San Diego-Denver game where Cutler dropped the ball and the referee missed the call?
Listen, you can't even count that as a loss for me because I took San Diego minus the point, right?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah, that's bull crap. No.
Yeah.
And you know what? That messed up all my parlay tickets, that silly game did.
Yeah.
I was like, because I got it. San Diego was a pick 'em. All they had to do was just win the game.
Yeah.
I lost I had 9 different tickets going. San Diego was on 8 of them.
So how much money did you lose last weekend?
$330 total.
And you lost $900 the weekend before that, right?
Yeah, I cut down this week.
Yeah.
I have not cashed one ticket in football this year.
Yeah, is it a bad sign that our football expert is in the hole $1,200 for 2 weeks?
No, I think it's
Is that a bad sign? All right.
It's a sign of the times.
He picked New Orleans over Denver, Larry. So.
Did he pick Jacksonville, Indy? Jacksonville getting 5.5 in Indy.
You know what? The Colts are really banged up. Jacksonville's retarded. I don't know what to say about that game. I guess I got to take it. And
I heard Bob Sanders is out, right? He's out for 6 weeks, I think, right?
Man, he's just a bum. Ever since he got that contract, I told you. Remember, I told you he got all that money. He ain't did nothing.
All right.
He did not. He'll never do another thing in the NFL. I'll take the Colts.
Okay. You did the old switcheroo right at the end there. I thought you were all right.
No, because I got a Peyton Manning. Got to do something. Please, come on. My team depends on you. And Joseph Adai, he's not going to do nothing. Put him on the bench with Lawrence Maroney. Give me Ernest Graham and Darren Sproles. Did you see that kid get a 103-yard kickoff return?
Yeah.
My defense, I still got the Bears at defense, right?
Yes.
Who's my defensive tackles?
Well, they don't really go by tackles. They just team defense. That's all.
Oh, the Bears then. Okay. What's the last game I got?
Pittsburgh getting 3 in Philadelphia.
Well, you know what? Did you watch that Cowboy-Eagle game?
Yeah, that was good stuff.
That was about the best game I've seen.
Hey, what about that kid that dropped the ball, though, when he's running in the end zone? He just threw the ball behind him.
Yeah, you know what? I yelled it, too. I said, that boy didn't even cross the bounds line with the ball.
Yeah.
And my son looked at me and said I was dumb. I said, hit the TiVo, hit the TiVo. And we was TiVoing it, and then they even said it on TV that he didn't do it. And then that Pac-Man Jones is about stupid. He should have jumped on that ball. Yeah. I had the Cowboys on that game, but that was combined with the tickets from Sunday, so it didn't even matter. So, it was already a losing ticket, but I did have the Cowboys on them tickets.
So this
Cowboys, Eagles, and Giants, about the 3 best teams there could be right now.
Yeah, now at the beginning of the year, I said the NFC East was the best division in football, and you said no, the AFC South was.
I was wrong.
Yeah, that's right. When you're wrong, you're man enough to admit you're wrong. All right.
You know what? I'm wrong. Listen, Eagles will dominate the Steelers 24-21.
Okay. stretching the definition of dominate.
24-20. 24-20.
Okay.
They'll cover the spread.
44-20. That's good.
24-20.
24-20. Okay. Larry, what's next?
Cleveland plus 2.5 in Baltimore.
Oh, that's got to be Cleveland, right?
Cleveland will lose. I told you, Cleveland is awful.
Wow.
I told you this before. Didn't I tell you?
Yes, you did.
Remember when I told you they was awful? Listen.
You said they were going to lose like their first 5 games, and they're going to put in the Brady plan.
They're going to lose 5 of their first 7. But I just don't think they're going to beat Baltimore. I don't know where they're going to get a win at. Cleveland is awful. That team, I don't know how they won 10 games last year, but they will not do it this year. By Game 7, the Brady Quinn, greatest quarterback in the world, will be taking over.
And the Ed likes the Brady Quinn.
And listen, Pittsburgh should have took him. Look, Ben Roethlisberger got a broke arm, can't do nothing.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, and, they can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing.
So I'll take the Eagles, and I'll take we're on the Ravens game.
Yeah, you took the Ravens and the Eagles.
We'll take the Ravens, yeah.
All right, Larry, I think 2 left.
We have 2 games. Green Bay, home underdog, 3 points against Dallas.
I will take the Green Bay Packers. I don't know where this kid Aaron Rodgers came from. It sounds like California. And he is throwing the ball like I haven't seen a kid throw a ball as good as him since Todd Marinovich was in high school.
High praise indeed.
Todd Marinovich was a good player. He just got a lot of bad problems. When his dad didn't let him go to McDonald's, didn't let him go to Pizza Hut and stuff you got to let kids do that stuff.
That's right.
Kid's 4 years old. You got to get him a cheeseburger. Got to.
All right, well, last game we got New York Jets plus 9 in San Diego.
I feel bad for the Jets.
Yeah.
The Chargers, these guys ain't got no breaks. But you know what? It don't even matter because the Chargers playing a terrible division. They got 2 guaranteed wins against the Kansas City Chiefs, 2 guaranteed wins against the Raiders, and they're going to beat the dog mess out of the Broncos when they play them again. And they started out 1-3 last year. They 0-2 this year. I say the Chargers win this game 49-14.
Wow. Big game. Now, Larry, you got LaDainian Tomlinson on your team.
Got to get Darren Sproles because Tomlinson's no good. He's done. Tomlinson will never be as good as he ever was.
I agree with that. I think it's done.
He's over the hill, man.
Yeah. Larry,
I bet you right now Barry Sanders beat him in a 40-yard dash.
Yeah, Barry Sanders. He's a bad man. Now, Larry, have you heard about Tomlinson's foot? Is he going to be out or?
No, he said he'll be back. He probably not 100% this week, but by next week he'll be fine. So he's still going to play this week, and he'll be all right. Don't worry about Independent George. You lost to Frenchie this week, so I
did.
watch where we're going down this alley.
Yeah, I lost to our buddy Frenchie in the fantasy football.
What's his record?
He's 2-0, right?
Yeah.
Jesus, you got to be kidding me. This is like lead or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what's going.
Who do I play this week?
You play our buddy Brett Taylor. His team name is Gowanus Sushi, and I have no idea what that means.
How many points did I lose by this time?
Pretty good, because our buddy Matthew beat you, and he had Darren McFadden, Jay Cutler. He had everybody who had a good week. He pretty much had them, so he crushed you pretty good.
I ain't losing this week.
Huh? What was that, Jim Ivina? What was the spread?
No, he lost by almost 40.
Oh, almost 40. I thought that was Jim.
Well, if Joseph Adai would have showed up, and Maroney would have showed up, and Peyton Manning would have played halfway decent, I would have won. So I just got to get these Colts. They got too much injuries.
Yeah.
I've never seen a team with this much injuries. Did you see USC beat up Ohio State? I had that game on my ticket too. That goddamn Chargers game messed up every ticket.
Yeah, that's tough putting one game on 8 tickets because then you're screwed. But the Ed, thank you so much for the football picks. Now Cousin Brandon is here because we're going to do a top 11 of the all-time best movie quotes, or at least their favorite quotes from movies. We should put it that way. Do you want to sit in on it, the Ed, or do you have to run, or do you want to hear Cousin Brandon's movie quotes and everything?
I'm not going to run, but I'm going to listen.
Okay. Just jump in if you have any comments, or if you want to add some quotes from Dolomite. I know you love the Dolomite. You could put some quotes in there. But
this topic: 11 top quotes of a movie of all time.
Yeah, from movies, movie quotes. That's why Cousin Brandon's
This
back.
Cousin Brandon is so smart. I bet you he got stuff I never even heard of.
Probably.
Oh,
We shall find out. Are you ready, Brandon? Should we play the theme music?
I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, Larry, hit it.
The numbers all go to 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
LCS Hockey keeps top 11.
11!
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done the top 11 with Cousin Brandon, but it feels natural. Feels great. Welcome back, Cousin Brandon.
Oh,
Now,
thanks so much.
Larry,
Yes.
do you want to give any honorable mentions before we get into your countdown?
This list was a lot of work to put together, Mike. Though I got a lot of honorable mentions, but I'm not even going to get into them. We got to just get to the list because we're never going to make it through.
All right, Brandon, do you just want to mention a few honorable mentions that just missed your cut?
I'll just give you a couple real quick. From Barton Fink, that's probably my favorite movie of all time. Got to tell you, The Life of the Mind. There's no roadmap for that territory, and exploring it can be painful. One of my favorites. And also, The Color of Money. I'm sure, hopefully you guys have seen. Great underrated movie. Eddie Felson, played by Paul Newman. You got to have two things to win. You got to have brains and you got to have balls. Now you got too much of one and not enough of the other.
Nice.
Those are good ones. Now, I should mention that I will put it a top 11 list of my own favorite movie quotes at a later date. Because I was just going to skip it, but no, this is a good topic. I have a lot of good ones ready to go.
Absolutely.
So, all right, Larry, let's start off with your number 11, Larry.
All right, now how are we doing this? We just going to play the clip, or are we setting this up, or how are we working?
If you have the clip ready, just say the movie it's from and then play the clip, maybe. Do it that way.
All right. I bounced around on number 11. There's so many quotes I wanted to put in, but I went with Tommy Boy on number 11.
Tommy Boy, all right.
Richard, this your coat. Don't do it. That guy in a little coat. That guy in a little coat. Don't. That guy in a little coat. That guy in a little coat.
Take it off, dickhead. I'm serious.
Richard, what's happening?
All right. Now, Tommy Boy. Now, that's a good scene, but it's not my favorite line from Tommy Boy, I don't think.
There's so many good lines in that movie, though. Plus, you can't find all the audio clips you want.
Yeah, that's true. Because, my favorite line is when David Spade comes back to the car after getting gas or asking for directions, and he pulls the door right off the hinges. And then Farley says, "What'd you do?" Right? And
what did you do?
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Brandon, how do you feel about the Tommy Boy?
I was just going to say, I was never as enamored with Chris Farley and especially David Spade, but I don't know. It didn't resonate with me for some reason. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I just thought this movie was pretty good, though.
It's not a bad movie, don't get me wrong. It just didn't, I don't know, people are crazy for it. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Hey, did you guys know that American Airlines was not going to be showing movies on their airplanes no more?
I did not know that.
Yeah. They're going to be having the stewardess and stewardess guys acting out plays, like 5-minute plays.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Wow, that'd be fantastic.
They're going to do like the passion plays, I wonder. Huh.
Now, did you ever see Tommy Boy?
I didn't even know what it was.
All right, never mind then. All right, Brandon, number 11.
I'm in the same boat. There's just so many movies, really tough to narrow it down. But I went with one of my favorite movies. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Yeah, and we have the quote. Larry, do you have it ready?
Yes.
Representing the Big Apple, Fly Guy.
I'm going to try to do a little poetry for y'all. It's an original piece written by... And I want to dedicate this piece to all you players and all you ladies out there. The name of this piece is called My Bitch Better Have My Money. My bitch better have my money. Through rain, sleet, or snow. My hoe better have my money.
I'm telling you, that boy's a genius. Tell it.
Not half, not some, but all my my cash.
Oh.
Because if she don't, I'm going to put my foot dead in her ass.
I think the Ed liked that one.
I like that movie. She have all my
that was
cash
for the,
where I put. Move. You ever heard this one? Move over and let me pass before I be putting these hush puppies up your boop, 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 boop.
Thanks for bleeping it out, the Ed. Yeah, that's a good movie. Brandon, so tell us about the I'm Going to Get You Sucker. What was it about it that really resonated with you?
Well, I mean, everything, obviously it's just this comical blaxploitation film, if you want to call it as much, but Ivory Wayans, Damon Wayans, in that scene, of course, too, they're vying for the Pimp of the Year. So just one of my favorite movies ever.
What I liked about that movie, it was just so real.
Yes. The real
showed how things really are. It really showed the technique and all that stuff. I really like that movie.
And we should mention Fly Guy there in that scene is played by Antonio Fargas, Huggy Bear of Starsky and Hutch, and the father of Justin Fargas of the Oakland Raiders. Now, another good scene in that movie is when Chris Rock comes in to order some ribs in a restaurant, and he just has enough money to get one rib.
How much for just one rib?
Yeah, that's right, Ed. And then he doesn't have enough money to buy a beverage, so he just says, how about 15 cents for a sip? And then he says, what? He says,
hand. Just put it in my hand.
Yeah, because he goes, the guy who owns the restaurant. Was that Isaac Hayes that owned the restaurant? I can't remember. And he said...
he told him to F the cup and put it in his hand for a dime. That's what he told him.
Yeah, he goes, my cups cost more than 15 cents. He says, let's pour it in my hand.
One time when I was a little kid, they had a pool up the road from our house.
Uh-huh.
And it was $2 to get in the pool. Well, my mom didn't have $2 for me, and I went up to the lady, tried to get in, and she goes, where's your $2? I said, ain't got $2. She threw a cup of water on me and told me to go home.
Oh, that's not a good story. That's not a good story. Well, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Ed. Thanks for sharing, though. Yeah. All right, Larry, number 10.
Number 10 is just a classic movie quote. One of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies. Here we go.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it, and I don't like it any more than you, man.
Cool-Hand Luke. Oh, that's great. No, it wasn't Forrest Gump. That was Cool-Hand Luke. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. Larry, why'd you pick the Cool-Hand Luke there?
I love that movie.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite. Paul Newman, I love Paul Newman, and that's one of Paul Newman's best movies.
Yeah, there's a lot of great quotes in the whole movie. No one can eat 50 eggs. That's always classic. And then a whole lot of world shaking. That's another good one. Cool-Hand Luke. Brandon, how do you feel about Cool-Hand Luke?
Really well, actually, real quick on Paul Newman, and this might sound like a silly question. Is he an underrated actor or is he overrated? In other words, I love Paul Newman, and I feel like he doesn't get his due sometimes.
Yeah, I think Paul Newman, in my estimation, is the greatest actor ever, and as far as movies go. And he doesn't get enough credit because he's just spectacular. Like he's in so many good movies. Yeah.
Because all you ever hear is Nicholson and stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute. Newman.
Yeah, they couldn't carry Newman's lunch. Now, the Ed, how do you feel about Paul Newman? Big Paul Newman fan? Yeah, I think the Ed is having difficulty. The Ed, you're breaking up, buddy. We can't hear you. Ooh, I think we may have lost the Ed.
Yeah, we might have lost him.